What is up? The trade deadline is over, and do we have a lot to go over? I'll make it brief. I'll just tell you my quick thoughts. As you can see, wearing the Markelle Fultz jersey, little remembrance of him. The Sixers send him to Orlando for Jonathan Simmons, a first-round pick and a second-round pick. I wish all the best to Markelle. I hope that he recovers. I hope he turns out to be the first overall pick that he was. I personally was sad to see him go. I know a lot of people are not sad to see him go. People think that he's the biggest bust of all time. I don't see it. I think he'll be great. So there's that trade. The Sixers also acquired James Ennis, which is an interesting trade. I think he'll be solid off the bench. Great piece. He shoots around 36%, I believe, from the three-point line. So solid forward to have come off the bench. The Sixers did waive Malachi Richardson, who we acquired yesterday in a trade. Did be able to make room for Ennis, but this trade deadline, got to catch my breath. It was a great trade deadline. Tons of moves all over the place. But I'm just going to mainly stay focused on the Sixers. If you want to keep it up, you can check ESPN, CBS Sports, pretty much anywhere to find out the other trade updates. Lots of stuff that went down. But overall, I think the Sixers won this trade deadline huge. They are all in. They want to win it this year. They believe they now have the bench to do so. And I don't think that they're done, although the trade deadline is over. You got to look at some buyout candidates, mainly Wesley Matthews. He was most likely going to be bought out from the Knicks, and he's a guy that Sixers could use off the bench. He's someone I could see very solid for this team and complete it. So now let's take a look quickly after the trade deadline at the Sixers roster. You got the starting four of Tobias, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, JJ Redick. What a starting five, possibly the best starting five in the East right now. So something that you got to keep your eye out. Their bench is pretty solid. You know, TJ McConnell, Jonah Bolden, Boban Marjanovic, who came over from the Clippers as well, with Mike Scott and James Ennis. So they're a scary team now if you take a look at it after the trade deadline. Something very scary. That's just my quick updates. In a week or two, I'll make a more elaborate video of my thoughts and everything that's going on with the team and how I see the rest of the season playing out. But just wanted to make this video to give you guys my thoughts on the trade deadline. Again, the Sixers send Markelle Fultz right here, little rest in peace Markelle Fultz, to the Magic for Jonathan Simmons, a first and a second. Sixers, I believe I'd give them an A in that trade, although I hate to see Fultz go. They another solid wing player who could play shooting guard or small forward off the bench, along with a first-round pick. Then they also acquired James Ennis, and there was some swap rights, during the draft that they gave to Houston for that. So overall, Sixers, great trade deadline. Don't forget about the Tobias Harris, Boban, Mike Scott coming over. Again, we did lose Landry Shamet, Muscala, Chandler, and a plethora of picks, but that's okay. Sixers are all in to win it this year. They won this trade deadline huge, so keep an eye out for the Sixers to make a run, not only to the Eastern Conference Finals, but to the NBA Finals, and a team that really could come out on top this year in 2019. Great trade deadline, possibly the best one over, certainly better than Super Bowl 53 was, but just the overall great trade. I love the Fultz trade. Hate to see him go, but love what it does for the team. Love the trade with the Clippers to get Tobias, and I like the addition of Tobias Harris. Yes, I love Tobias Harris, but also James Ennis from the Rockets. Overall, great trade deadline. Keep it going. Keep trusting the process, although some may say it now is officially complete with this last trade. So just keep your faith in the Sixers. We could be seeing them in the finals. Love what this team is doing. Then just keep an eye out. They could be bringing in Wesley Matthews if he is, again, bought out by the Knicks. So keep an eye out. Overall, I give the Sixers an A for this trade deadline.